Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
BBC News Business.
November 21st, 11:15 America, New York. Passengers warned over Christmas rail disruption. Passengers told to plan journeys in advance due to engineering works over the festive period.
BBC News Business. November 21st, 11:10 America, New York. Tesco follows other supermarkets in rationing eggs. The retailer introduces a temporary buying limit of 3 boxes per customer due to supply issues.
Daily FX Market News.
November 21st, 10 o'clock America, New York. Is yen weakness on the way back? USD, JPY, GBP, JPY, EUR, JPY. USD, JPY broke out from an ascending triangle to start the week, raising the possibility of a return of yen weakness.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. November 21st, 9:46 America, New York. China turns to back-channel diplomacy to shore up U.S. ties. With Xi Jinping's blessing, a Chinese delegation of policy advisors and executives met with a U.S. counterpart group ahead of the Biden-Xi summit. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
November 21st, 9:26 America, New York. Railroad union split over labor contract. Members of the conductors union narrowly voted to reject a new wage deal brokered by the White House, while the engineers union narrowly ratified the deal.
New York Times Business.
November 21st, 9:09 America, New York. Key union votes down freight rail contract, making strike more likely. The tentative agreement, brokered in September with help from the Biden administration, had averted a strike before the midterm elections. Freight rail workers have been unhappy about scheduling practices.
Daily FX Market News.
November 21st, 8:30 America, New York. US dollar, DXY, opens the week on a positive note. The US dollar is getting a risk-off push as a range of drivers see investors return to the safety of the greenback.
New York Times Business.
November 21st, 8:18 America, New York. Investors cheer CEO leadership shakeup at Disney. Shares in the entertainment giant climbed more than 9% in pre-market trading on Monday following the ouster of Chief Executive Officer Bob Chapek, in happier times.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
November 21st, 8 o'clock America, New York. Student loan holders see new path for wiping out debt through bankruptcy. The Biden administration's new rules come after courts blocked its mass debt cancellation plan.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
November 21st, 8 o'clock America, New York. David Friedman on the social cost of carbon. Comprehensive evidence implies a higher social cost of Colorado too, as a recent article in Nature which claims to calculate how much worse off humans will be for each additional ton of CO2 released. The costs are summed over a period of almost 300 years, from now to 2300.
BBC News Business.
November 21st, 7:55 America, New York. Brexit. Rishi Sunak rules out deal that relies on EU law alignment. I believe in Brexit, says Rishi Sunak, after suggestions UK could pursue a Swiss-style deal with the EU.
Global Economy. November 21st, 7:31 America, New York. Supply chain crunch easing, but ports as bad as ever. Weakening world trade has reduced logistics snarl-ups, though poor infrastructure remains.
Daily FX Market News.
November 21st, 7:30 America, New York. S&P 500 price outlook. U.S. stocks consolidate around key level of support. The S&P 500 consolidates above a key level of support ahead of the open. Will reports of additional Chinese lockdowns set the tone for the week ahead?
Marginal Revolution.
November 21st, 7:21 America, New York. The FTX debacle ELI5. Here's my high-level explanation of the FTX crash. Imagine that I own a house and I create 1 million coins representing the value of the house. I give half of the coins to my wife.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
November 21st, 6:30 America, New York. Jonathan Bai on Mimesis and René Girard. When the 20-year-old overachiever Jonathan Bai's first startup crashed and burned, he headed to a Zen retreat in the Catskills to debug himself. He discovered René Girard and his mimetic theory, the idea that imitation is a key and often unconscious driver of human behavior.
Global Economy.
November 21st, 5:08 America, New York. China's Great Debt for Equity Swap. With the dollar carry trade unwinding, Chinese banks are bulking up. New York Times Business. November 21. 5:06 America New York. Jewelry counterfeits. The age-old problem just keeps growing. Experts say online sales have fueled an increase in fakes, confusing buyers and stymieing makers from Cartier to independent artisans. Mitchell Binder, owner of King Baby Studio, inside one of his Nashville locations.
Digital finance.
November 21. 3:51 America New York. How ASX's blockchain dream went up in smoke. The review by Accenture that killed the DLT project details the problems behind ASX's chess replacement. The post How ASX's blockchain dream went up in smoke appeared first on Digital Finance.
Marginal revolution.
November 21. 3:16 America New York, favorite fiction of 2022. With translations from foreign fiction and also differing publication dates in the UK, it is hard to classify some of these. But they are of recent vintage. I did read them in 2022, and I found them rewarding.
Marginal revolution.
November 21. 1 o'clock America New York. India fact of the day. Consider three major global equity markets: China, India, and the US. Of the three, would you believe India has been the second best performer over the past 30 years, well ahead of China? It's true.
Global economy.
November 21. 0 America New York. The Gulf is partying while it can. But the joy of hosting the World Cup in an oil and property boom won't last unless productivity improves.